If the backup light does not turn on when you shift the gear in reverse, it could be due to a number of reasons, like a blown bulb or a wiring issue, but it could be something as simple as a blown fuse. In this 4th generation Kia Sportage, the fuse that powers the backup or reverse light is located in the engine compartment fuse box. Pop the hood and locate the engine compartment fuse box. It is this black box near the battery. Remove the plastic cover by pressing the locking tabs on the sides and lifting it up. Flip the cover and you will see a fuse layout diagram. This diagram labels each fuse and relay by function and amperage. Now look for the fuse labeled B/up lamp. This stands for backup lamp. It's a 10 amp fuse and is colored red. You can use a test light to test the fuse without removing it. First, start the engine and shift the gear into reverse. The fuse circuit is only completed when the gear shifter is in the reverse position, so you will need a second person to help with this step. Now attach the alligator clip to a good ground point. You can clip it directly to the negative terminal of the battery for the most reliable ground connection. Locate the test points on the fuse. If you look closely at the top of the fuse, you will see 2 small metal pins exposed on either side of the fuse body. These are test access points and they allow you to check both sides of the fuse while it's still installed. Probe each side of the fuse. Touch the test light probe to one pin, then the other. If the test light illuminates on both sides, that means the fuse is good. If the test light illuminates on one side only, the fuse is blown and needs to be replaced. If you do not have a test light, you will have to remove the fuse and inspect it visually. Use a fuse puller or needle nose pliers to carefully remove the 10 amp fuse. Hold the fuse up to a light and check the metal strip inside. If the strip is intact, the fuse is good. If it is broken or burned, the fuse is blown. You will have to replace it with another 10 amp fuse. Make sure to only replace it with the correct amperage fuse. Never go higher. If the fuse is good and your backup light is still not working, the most likely cause is a blown reverse light bulb. The reverse light bulb is built into the rear bumper, so you might think the whole bumper needs to be removed to reach it. You will be relieved to know that you do not have to remove the bumper. You can easily access and replace the bulb by going under the vehicle near the rear wheel. Before sliding under the vehicle, it is important to take a few safety steps. Make sure the vehicle is parked on a flat level ground so it won't roll. Shift the transmission into park and set the parking brake to keep the vehicle securely in place. Since you will be working at the back of the car, double check that the muffler is completely cooled down. Exhaust components stay hot long after the engine has been shut off and can cause serious burns if touched. Never position yourself under the rear bumper until the muffler is fully cool. Crawl under the rear of the vehicle and position yourself behind the rear wheel on the same side as the bulb you need to replace. Look between the bumper and the wheel well, and you will notice a black plastic splash guard. This panel shields the bumper cavity from dirt and debris. It is secured in place by 2 plastic clips along the bottom edge, and also secured from the top. The good news is you do not have to take out the entire panel, you just have to remove the 2 bottom clips only. Using a flathead screwdriver or a clip remover tool, carefully remove the push clips. Once the clips are removed, gently flex the splash guard downward just enough to create an opening. Just bend it back far enough so you can reach your hand into the cavity behind the bumper. Be gentle, as forcing it too much can crack the plastic. Inside the opening, you will see a round plastic socket that holds the reverse light bulb. This socket is mounted in the bumper with wires attached to its backside. Be careful not to pull on the wires. All you need to do is twist the socket itself. Turn the round housing counterclockwise until it loosens. Then pull it straight out of the bumper. Now you can access the bulb. The reverse light uses a push and twist bayonet style bulb. To remove it, press the bulb inward slightly, then rotate it counterclockwise. This will release the locking tabs and you can pull the bulb straight out of the socket. Always wear gloves when handling incandescent bulbs. Not only can they get extremely hot if recently used, but the natural oils from your skin can also transfer onto the glass, shortening the life of the new bulb once installed. The reverse light uses a P21W bulb, which is a standard automotive incandescent type. This bulb operates on 12 volts and has a power rating of 21 watts, providing the brightness needed for a clear reverse signal. It is commonly available at auto parts stores. When buying a replacement, make sure you get the exact same specification, so it fits perfectly into the socket and functions correctly without causing electrical issues. Take a replacement bulb and carefully line up the small metal pins on its sides with the matching slots inside the socket. Once aligned, press the bulb inward gently and twist it clockwise. You will feel the bayonet-style tabs lock into place, confirming that the bulb is seated securely. Next, position the bulb housing back into the bumper opening. Align the tabs so it fits correctly, then push the housing inward until it sits flush against the bumper. Rotate the housing clockwise until it locks in tightly. Next, return the plastic splash panel to its original position. Gently bend it back into place and make sure the edges sit properly along the bumper and wheel well liner. Reinsert the 2 plastic clips you removed earlier, pushing them in firmly until they snap into place. This will secure the splash guard so it continues to protect the area from road debris and water. Finally, it's time to test your work. Start the engine, shift the transmission into reverse, and check the rear of the vehicle to confirm that the new reverse light bulb is working. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to VSGen for more automotive repair guides. Thanks for watching.